They don't know about that soul inside you, beating fever and speed,
Leading us into Iraq under false pretenses was one of the worst blunders in modern American history.
If I lived in any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there.
The reason why people remain angry about
Filling our nation's homes with orphans and widows, of injecting poisonous drugs of hate into the veins of peoples normally humane,
The reason why people remain angry,
sending men home from dark and bloody battlefields physically handicapped and psychologically deranged, cannot be reconciled with wisdom, justice, and love. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death.
Hillary Clinton just calling a bunch of people Arabs. She's saying not gonna put troops on the ground. She's just gonna kill them from drones.
First of all, she is talking about, as I understand it, a no-fly zone in Syria.
This way of settling differences is not just. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death.
President. But the reason why people remain angry about it
Failure to make democracy real.
is because people feel like a lot of our legislators got railroaded in a war fever.
This way of settling differences is not just.
And I remember being at a dinner shortly before that invasion. People were talking and saying, well, it'll take us just a couple years to rebuild democracy.
Failure to make democracy real. America is be true to what you said on paper.
And I thought, has this world gone mad? The reason why people remain angry.
Well, you've been saying that Secretary Clinton is always quick for the military intervention. Senator Secretary Clinton, you can respond.
Well, first of all,
China or even Russia or any totalitarian country.
Thank you. I've been standing over here for about 10 minutes.
Maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions.
Lots of things coming from all directions.
Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that.
It's 6:12 on
but
Sunday.
Somewhere I read of the freedom of
That's it.
assembly. Somewhere I read
Go to work.
of the freedom of speech.
And I just hope that you have a blessed
of the
day.
freedom of press. Somewhere I read
And that you
that
can
the
put
greatness of America is the right
some
to
much needed
protest
love
rights.
out there.
The reason why people remain angry. The reason why people remain angry. The reason why people remain angry about it is because people feel like. The reason why people remain angry.
I want to know a question. Are y'all all involved in her murder? I know y'all all know what happened.
They're involved. They're involved.
The reason why people remain angry about it is because.
Of injecting poisonous drugs of hate into the veins of peoples normally humane.
The reason why people remain angry about it is because people feel like.
as this government. They don't give a shit. Let's not lie to ourselves anymore. They don't really want to see you happy, no.
There is a radical political group. They house their offices on K Street in Washington, D.C. They have this radical political theory that they think people need an enemy to unite against. And This enemy is the boogeyman with a towel on his head. They do this for two reasons. First and foremost, fear. When you're afraid, you're in control. You don't question why they're going over there to the Middle East and who's making money off of it and who benefits and whose children die. Not theirs. The second is an ends justify the means sort of logic, where they feel they are uniting people. People don't need you to unite them with hate for someone else. People need to unite out of love, not hate. I mean, can you imagine what it would feel like if someone would try to make everyone you meet, everyone you know, hate you for something you didn't do? Can you imagine what that would feel like on a daily basis? To walk outside your house and have people fucking look at you weird and treat you differently, all because of what someone's radical political theory that they think they know what people need. They don't know anything. They don't know what people need. And what people need is not you. People don't need you. We don't want you. People don't need you. People don't need you to tell them to hate someone else. People don't need to be lied to. People don't need you. People need to be able to vote on public policy with their smartphones. We don't need elected officials who do nothing for the public.
To take at the expense of democratic principle, we hurt ourselves.
Does she want to use military force too rapidly?
I believe that as the reason why people remain angry, the reason why people remain angry got railroaded in a war fever, and the reason why people remain angry about it is because about polls. And I remember being at a dinner shortly before that invasion. People were talking and saying, "Oh, it'll take us just a couple years to rebuild democracy."
Failure to make democracy real.
And I thought, has this world gone mad?
Is be true to what you said on paper.
Whenever we go, in contrary to John Quincy Adams' advice, searching the world for monsters, searching the world for monsters, searching the world for monsters, searching the world for monsters to destroy, and when we use political might to take at the expense of democratic principle.
Failure to make democracy real.
Does she want to use military force too rapidly?
I believe that as president, I would not be so quick.
We are people built on unity. So why they convince us to fall, fight each other for the same ball and chain? We know better than this. Yeah. We were born but gold in the list. I know we are simple people. Where's the love in it when they take from you all that you are? Thank God they can touch your heart.
Are y'all all involved in her murder? I know y'all all know what happened.
They're involved. They're involved.